Take a deep breath. Breathing in, I am. Breathing in the awareness of your true nature as a being of creative and abundant energy, one with the source of all creation, love, and abundance. Breathing in the awareness that however you feel, whatever is happening in life, this is always the higher truth of you. That every moment, who you are is all you need to be. Yes, there may be things you need to learn, how to do, how to believe, how to change things for the better. This is about recognizing that the seeds, the potential are built in. And that you have this ability, even if you haven't learned how to use it, to positively impact your life far more than you really believe you can. I always have people imagine the sun above their head and that golden light coming in. And just take a moment, just breathe that in. Just picture that golden light coming in through the top of your head. Just coming down, filling your body. The sun is an ancient symbol because it represents our true nature as a being of light. And like the sun, which is hotter than it feels, bigger than it looks, so are you more than you have learned to believe, feel, or create so far. Just breathe that awareness in. Imagine you are more than what you have learned to believe, feel, and create. You are more than your doubting feelings. You're more than your anxiety. You are more than your greatest confident day. You are more lovable and valuable than you have ever felt. And you are more capable and powerful than you have ever felt, which means that you are capable of creating beyond anything you have so far. Breathe that in and agree with it. And the reason I say agree with it is this. When you agree with someone, you are actually choosing and recognizing that what they're saying is something you believe. When people do affirmations and they're aligning with higher consciousness, they often get out of the habit of choosing it. They don't even realize it. It can become rote. There can even be a part that goes, yeah, I know that already. The moment we say, I already know that, instead of breathing and agreeing with it, recognizing it consciously that it is a higher, more accurate assessment of reality, in those moments, we are choosing our reality. We are choosing to believe in a certain way. And when you choose to believe something in the moment is the higher truth or is true, this has a chemical effect in your body. Different beliefs have different chemical responses in the body. If you're agreeing with anxiety, it's going to create actually a similar chemical response in the body as excitement. Fear and excitement have the same chemical response. But at the same time, what's different is how you are perceiving what's happening. By how you perceive it, there's a chemical response, but by what you believe in the moment about it, and your ability to handle it, and what will happen next, and all the things that we attach to things, when you choose to believe a positive is going to happen, that's more excitement. If you're worried and anxious or fearful that negative or won't work out, that produces the same physical response, having a more fearful response. So when you are listening to someone saying higher awareness, what I call higher truths, then agree with it and breathe it in. You breathe in because that's accepting it in. Some people call it embodying. When you agree with it and choose it, it is like doing an emotional sit-up. You don't expect yourself to go to the gym once or go to the chiropractor once, get one yoga class, and that's all you need to do. You recognize that to really build strength and stamina and health in the body, it's important to really take the time and be consistent to build those muscles. Well, the same is true with emotional transformation. As you are taking the time and choosing through the day what you recognize as the higher truth, then you are doing what I call an emotional sit-up. And in choosing to recognize that no matter what you feel, no matter what's happening, the higher truth of you is that you are still a divine creative being with the ability to create the changes you want, the emotional, the life, the success, the health, more than you believe or feel, then that opens you to then taking action to bring it into form. It is what helps us to believe beyond. Some people call this optimism, but even the most optimistic person reminds themselves of this. When things aren't going well, they stop and remind themselves. They choose to believe that more is possible and they can do it and there is a solution. So take a deep breath, thinking of those challenges in your life where you're frustrated, where you haven't been able to create the level of inner or outer changes that you desire, and just breathe in. More is possible because I am more than what I have learned to believe, feel, and create. Thus, I have the power, the ability to learn and grow beyond what is, and to create the level of changes I desire. Breathe that in. And that however it's going along the way is just however it's going. Feedback for getting conscious with your choices, for learning to focus them in support of balance and wholeness, and to manifest your heart's desires according to highest good. So take a deep breath. And while you just breathe that in for a moment, choosing it as the higher truth, let me sing you a prayer. Hayone, 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 hayone. Namaste.